Hello.
Hey, hi, how are you? Can you hear me okay? There it goes.
I
Yeah,
can hear
hey.
you. So excited to meet you guys.
Yeah, excited to hear the pitch, man.
All right. Y'all can see this, right?
Yep, we can.
Yep.
And y'all are cool with me
Lamb right
recording
here.
this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry.
Today, I will be talking about Lucina, the future witness and savior of Elise, versus Estelle, the bracer prodigy and hero of the borough. Yeah, I got some Lucina competition going. I know it.
All right.
So,
Oh
Lucina.
my God, you got music?
Oh,
Music?
yeah, I went all the
Real
way.
professional. Oh my, okay.
Born to a merciless era of war, Lucina is helpless to watch as her loved ones are slaughtered by the Fell Dragon. Unable to save her kingdom, she takes the falchion and enacts a divine ritual. With it, she would change her cruel fate, which began not long after her father met a mysterious amnesiac. Now, who is Estelle? She's from Trail of the Sky, aka the greatest JRPG you've never heard of. Y'all might be familiar in the Blind Ballad Bender, someone described it as JRPG One Piece. Trust when I say y'all are missing out.
Okay.
So the story begins with the 100 Days War, where our young protagonist Estelle loses her mother. She vows to become a bracer like her father to protect her homeland from calamity. Yet everything would forever change the day her father brings home a strange boy with amnesia. You can already see a weird connection there, hopefully. So both of them have a core connection of the bonds we forge being stronger than fate. As you can see by this list I got here, it goes shockingly deep. They both got the same drive, both being trained by the same hero father, both kind of being pushed into that role of leadership, with strong core themes of facing the past, the importance of sport, especially in these trying times we're currently living in. And both of them didn't save the world by being the strongest, being the greatest. They saved the world by helping other people, rallying people to the same cause. In a more meta sense, both of them utilize the full extent of their game's customization. More on that later. Both of them represent a good new start for their franchise. Fire Emblem Awakening, in case you didn't know, was originally meant to be the final Fire Emblem game. But since it did super well, now it's become a mainstay for Nintendo. And Trails in the Sky lays the foundation for the entire series going after it. Even now, like 9 games later, there are still plot threads that trace all the way back to Estelle and her journey. It's a huge web, and it's amazing. And completely objectively speaking, they're both the greatest games of all time. Totally.
No.
Combat. I'm not going to go super in depth on all this. I mainly made these lists just to show that they both got options. Lucina, they both got their main weapon, which is unbreakable, and are both trained by their fathers, who was a respected military commander, so they're about equal in that regard. But Lucina's got all these backup weapons she can use. Estelle's got this device called an orbit. Basically, imagine putting a bunch of natural elements into your phone, and now your phone can cast fireballs and shit. That's basically how Trail's mechanics works. She's one of the few characters who doesn't have any restrictions for how she can build her orbit, so she has just as much versatility as anyone else. Both of them got skills for healing, for offense, priorities, defenses. So there's plenty of awesome debate here. I love the little cut-ins we have at the top. So some dynamics. As you can see by this meme I made, kind of showcases how both of them are entering this fight. Lucina is very much more the type to think about it, go and think of strategy, while Estelle is bonk. And she's really good at bonking, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this line in the top right is actually canon.
No, I was gonna say, is that like from the game? Because
that's from the game.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Maybe I
Yeah,
need to play
Estelle is
this
a big
game.
boomer. It's the remake's coming in fall this year, so you are gonna love it. So it's just some
Okay, so wait for the
ideas.
remake. Got it.
Yeah, or you can play the original on Steam right now. It's only $20. Anyway, something I think would be awesome to see is Wiz with the conspiracy board trying desperately to explain the interconnected web that is Trails and failing. And Boomstick leaning into the whole having a daughter thing nowadays, guaranteed emotional breakdown from him. I want to see that man cry on screen. It'll be hilarious. This fight also has a really good potential for a good story behind the fight. Lucina intending to use the Ariel, this big plot device in Trails, to save her world. But of course, Estelle is on a quest to stop the bad guys from using it. So naturally, cross paths, they got to fight. Fun way I think you could start this fight is having Lucina already in position, ready to start the fight with a dramatic line. But then you have the Estelle cut in across the screen. and then just immediately rushes forward, starts attacking. Like, get the hell out of my way! I don't have time for this. And all the skills thing all clashing together. Guaranteed tearjerker ending because neither of them are fighting for themselves. They're both trying to fight on behalf of their families and everyone they care for. So having that moment at the end where like the winner promises to do right once they realize, oh crap, I just killed a hero. We gotta have those sappy endings like with Tanjiro Johnson. That's an inspiration for this one. Oh,
Totally.
just a funny thing I came up like last minute with some fan art from a friend of mine. Lucina could like destroy the orbment at some point, which greatly reduces Estelle's versatility. But then Estelle's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you now. That's another canon line from the game. Right before she bonks someone in the face. Just a little thing I marked up. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. But in my opinion, Estelle just a little bit more that's more reliable. But I mainly made these to show that there is an interesting debate here. Like, Estelle kind of has the stat advantages, but Lucina has plenty of ways to work around the stat advantages. So the fight doesn't come down to just this character has bigger number, which I think makes it way more interesting. Not to say her other matchups aren't interesting, but just my opinion.
Yeah, no.
And of course, I made these together kind of good top 5 categories that's been popular with y'all lately. I really love that trend with y'all. Like how one character can have the base stats, but not outright take the win via stomp is a really interesting dynamic for me. Because one of Lucina's skills can help her just straight up say no to dying, but only at a % chance. So this chance she just immediately makes that comeback. Always cool. Why Lucina? In my opinion, and everyone else's, she's definitely the most popular contender for a Fire Emblem character on Death Battle before Three Houses. And since we already did the amazing Guts versus Dimitri, next time we get Fire Emblem, Lucina is absolutely the best possible choice. She's got all the matchups. She's the most popular character, so why not do her? Why Trails? The community is ready for a Trails matchup already. There's always been a fear among the community that like we're always too niche to get on the show, but I kind of got a friend of mine to compile all his thumbnails to show that there is a demand in the community. We are ready. And more meta sense, Estelle is a relatively grounded character, quote unquote. She's pretty easy to explain. You talk about the lore and the orbit mechanics. So starting with her, working your way up to someone who's super complicated, like Reen Byleth, would make y'all's job way easier in the long run. Get this character to help explain the lore and mechanics, then we can focus on the wild, complicated character's personal stuff later on, if y'all want to do that. And yeah, it's pretty much the matchup. Questions?
No questions for me.
Like,
That's really cool. Yeah.
Who do you think's winning though? Like,
I think it's close, but Estelle has a bit more advantages that are more reliable. Lucina has good win cons. Is that a lot of most of her good skills are based on a % chance to activate, but they don't cost anything. Whereas Estelle can do them anytime, but she has limited energy.
Yeah, kind of the nature of the game mechanics on that one, right?
Yeah. That's kind of just what I like. I want to really focus on the actual abilities mechanics rather than just going lore scaling. Because if you go in lore scaling, y'all's job is going to get a hell of a lot harder. I can tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
Both going to get a little crazy. But yeah, just any other questions? I was just here to show off my art.
This is really well put together presentation, man.
Yeah, I've been working on it for ages. I've been stressing out about it so much. Holy crap.
Well, you did a great job. Kicked ass. Seems really cool.
Oh, Stamp.
Yeah, I just made some extra memes just in case I had extra time.
What's that from?
It's from There's a joke ending of how the fight could end. She has one skill that could just negate a physical attack made against her. So just a
nice. I think that's how it should end. I think it should go from that, from the gun straight to just the winner thing. We don't hear the bang, then a little recap. It just goes. We're just ending it here.
But yeah, I thank y'all for the opportunity.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much. It seems pretty
cool. I've convinced y'all to at least play Trails.
Yeah, well, telling me about the remake kind of sells it. I'm gonna go put it on the Steam wish list then.
And the original version's on Steam too, if you want to jump into it. Because let's just say when you beat the first game, you're gonna want to jump into the second game.
If there's a remake coming out, if it's just a couple months, I'm gonna wait. I'll check it out.
All right.
But it does sound cool. I could do for a JRPG.
JRPG One Piece, as they say. You're in for a ride.
Awesome. I'm excited. Well, yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for supporting the Kickstarter. I hope you're enjoying the episode.
Thank you.
Oh, I am. Cannot wait for the next one. I've been waiting for Ghost Rider Spawn for ages.
It's getting closer and closer. We'll have a preview on cast tomorrow. But yeah, thanks. Appreciate it a lot, man.
All right.
Have a great day.
Hope you all have a good time. See ya.